When you wake up, don't be astonished. This is one of the traps of mind that will keep you stuck from being able to burst through, to break through into what it is that you need to realize and to sit with. When you come into realization, it's like you're surfing. Consciousness is surfing. And when what's happening, when what's actually the state of reality, when it hits you and washes over you, it's very easy to be astonished. It's very easy to sit back and and to freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Please don't freak out. This message is for somebody. I'm not even sure. I had no plans to talk about this. It just came over me to sit down and begin recording. So, for whoever this is, when it's time for you to come into realization, don't be astonished. Allow it to happen, allow it to take place, and it will feel like death. It will feel like transitioning out of one reality and into another, and yet this body stays. And so and it will feel like you're dying. It will feel like you're dying, and you're not to resist it. You're to let yourself die. You're to surrender to that experience, to that feeling of death, and to allow yourself to transition into another reality. And the risk is you don't know. It feels like you're going to leave your body. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. It's not the point. Chances are you're not going to leave your body, right? But you have to go through the feeling of it. You have to go through the experience of it and not knowing whether you're actually going to or not. Now, if you're sitting here with me, I can tell you you're not going to leave your body. You're not, but you're going to feel like you're going to leave your body. And I need you to simply go through that process, go through that experience. And what that will mean when you come out the other side is you will see that nothing was the way it seemed. And you will immediately see the need to go, the need to act, the need to move, the need to step into an entirely new role, an entirely new way of living. And it will most likely be totally and completely socially incompatible with the kind of life that you were living. And you will also see that it doesn't matter, because you're here for what you're here for. You're activated. You have to go. You have to do what you have to do. You have to say what you have to say. And it really doesn't matter what the ramifications are. That is to say, it doesn't matter who it upsets. It doesn't matter who it makes uncomfortable. You have to go because you see that it's truth. It's truth itself. And you have to speak it. You have to tell it. You have to share it. You have to be it. And so it means not only everything that was false will be purged from your life, but everything that is true will rise up and be the substance and the substratum of your life. And it will offend and push away everybody who's clinging to modes of darkness and modes of ignorance. And they will try to do anything and everything in their self-perceived power to try to get you to stray and to come back into the fold of ignorance, to try to keep their hand over your mouth. Don't let it. And anyway, I promise there's nothing to be gained from that. The minute you wake up, the minute you come into the realization of what needs to be said, of what needs to be done, of what needs to be lived, you do it. And you do it immediately. Consequences be damned. Because you see, consequences in that sense are an illusion. You simply have to do what you have to do and say what you have to say. There's nothing to be afraid of. Because all of the noise of the barking egos, the barking fields of ignorance, it's just noise. They have no power. They have no power. Ego has no power. The darkness of ignorance has no power. It has no real power whatsoever. It only appears to have power within the field of ignorance